Hello and welcome to this practice. Let's begin as always by finding a very comfortable position. So take what you need. You've got your blankets, maybe 2 pillows or a bolster underneath the knees, blanket underneath the head and the neck. Find a very comfortable position for you in today's meditation. Wherever you are, begin to feel into the shape and the weight of your body, whether you're in sitting or whether you have chosen to lie down. Just notice the shape and the weight of your body. And as we begin to connect into the body, let's perhaps take a slightly deeper breath in and have a sigh out. A slightly deeper breath in and have a sigh out. A slightly deeper breath in and have a sigh out. Allow the breath to return to its natural, easy rhythm. Relax the jaw and let the tongue be loose in your mouth. Give those teeny tiny muscles all around the eyes permission to soften. Let go in your belly and let your belly be soft. Can you notice how there's like a sense of release and relief of the spine when you give the full weight of your body down into the earth, or even when you sit in an open sitting position? The spine just begins to find a little bit of space. Become aware of your breath. And as you breathe in, notice, feel and sense how your chest, your ribs and your lungs, they all expand. And even your belly gets that little bit bigger. And as you breathe out, the chest, the ribs, the lungs do a different internal movement. They draw inwards. There's an inwards internal movement that supports your body in the letting go of all of the stuff that it no longer needs. All we're doing here is being very, very aware of our breathing rhythm and its cycle. In today's practice, we're going to explore this idea of what's referred to in psychology as glimmers. It's this idea that there are such things that are the opposite of triggers, of things that, make us feel negative and stressed. Glimmers are moments of wonder and awe, moments of inner peace or calm or joy that we can train our mind to be open to observing. Glimmers, when we notice them, when we observe them, kind of send a cue to our nervous system of safety. They can be thought to really help our mental health and train our minds to see the positive aspects of life. So just right now, here in this moment, Can you think of one tiny, teeny moment today or from this week that just came and arrived in your life as a glimmer? And glimmers are teeny tiny moments. They can be things like watching the steam rise off your first cup of coffee. Of course, for me, seeing the wagging tail of a four-legged friend. Maybe hearing the laughter of a friend. Just give yourself this creative opportunity to explore this idea of glimmers in your mind. And really what glimmers are is they are an appreciation of what is. They are an ability to cultivate that skill of contentment, of reality just as it is. So just gently return to your breath. Feel the breath in, and as you breathe in and notice and sense that expansion and that growth inside the body, just try saying to yourself in your mind, I am content. With every breath in that arrives, just try this on. I am content. And then on the exhale, perhaps just try, my body is calm. And of course, if those phrases don't feel right for you, you can just notice the breath, or you could use I am breathing in, I am breathing out, if you know that that one helps you to anchor into this moment. Face relaxed, shoulders dropped, and the entire weight of your body supported by gravity. When we come together to practice yoga, we work on resilient strategies. We cultivate skills that are thought to bring about a change in our experience of suffering. Today we open our minds up to the idea of creating a semblance of inner contentment, perhaps of peace, if it feels right, expanding into joy. We take the time to observe the glimmers in our lives. Just gently begin to shift your awareness down into the soles of the feet and give those toes a little wiggle. Gently drifting your awareness through the body, down the arms and into the fingers. And give your fingers a little wiggle. If you have any pillows or bolsters underneath the legs, you're going to slide those bolsters and pillows out. If you've got the eye pillows on the eyes at home, you can of course just gently slide those eye pillows out too. We'll begin with our little back care sequence, but today, because the temperature's dropped a little bit, we're going to do our back care sequence in standing. So you're down on the ground, so let's just take an opportunity, or even if you're in sitting, just to send the arms up above the head and have like a full body stretch where you squeeze into the fist, squeeze into the toes, and you squeeze it into your glutes, and you keep that recruitment, keep squeezing, squeezing. And as you exhale, just allow that to soften. You're going to squeeze into the fist, squeeze into the glutes, squeeze into the toes, keep squeezing. And as you exhale, allow that to soften. And then one more time, keep squeezing. And then exhale, allow that to soften. Take a breath in. As you exhale, have a sigh out. Fabulous. You're going to roll onto one side. You can bend into the knees if you wish. And then you're going to simply push yourself up into a sitting position. You're in your sitting position in whatever way feels comfortable. You're going to come up into standing in whatever way feels comfortable. So we're up in our standing position. You're going to take a step forwards, and then we're going to have a shake. So we're going to shake the left side. Fix your gaze on something. So you're fixing your gaze, because we're doing a bit of balance work here. And then you're going to shake for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then see how it feels to step back without looking back. Just a bit of brain training. And then shake the right side for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you're going to have a big shake. So you're just going to have a big shake. Take your arms up. And then as you exhale, you might want to give it that. Breathe it in. And then that. And then maybe one more. Breathing in. Excellent. So we're going to do our back care sequence, but we're going to do it in standing. So first of all, we're going to take our feet maybe hip distance apart. To be honest with you, you can actually just jump, and wherever your feet land, according to one of the anatomy and physiology yoga teachers I follow, he says that's kind of perfect placement. Wherever you are, spread into the toes, really feel your feet down into the ground. Maybe bend your knees. Just think, yes, I can feel my feet down on the ground. I am grounded, right? And then from there, you're going to make sure that you are just working into these muscles above the kneecaps so that they'll kind of lift in a little bit. Depends on how you sit naturally, but you know, make sure the glutes are supporting you here rather than they're just being switched off. Some people overwork, and you need to soften a little bit if you're the overworker. From here, take your hands onto your hips and just do a few little pelvic tilts. And just start to feel into this area of the body. I mean, it's tiny. A tiny little pelvic tilt rolling backwards and forwards. And then from there, what you want is feet planted, quadriceps working, glutes supporting you. And then just have your core muscles turned on. So they're switched on. And then we can do our shoulder rolls. So breathe in, take your shoulders up towards your ears. And as you exhale, roll those shoulders back and down. Inhale, shoulders coming up towards the ears, and as we exhale, shoulders coming back and down. Breathing in. Now we could include this sound, like a H-A-A-A-H. Breathe in. And then I'm doing a bit louder so you can hear me, but do it 50% softer. So 50% softer. 2 more. Amazing. Shoulders stay back and down, chins parallel to the earth, so we don't have that tipping up stress response, and we don't have that dipping down. Chin parallel to the earth, and then for you guys, you can do that gentle double chin where you take your chin back slightly to give that space at the back of the neck. We're in our neutral spine. Maybe have the hands open to the universe. Yeah, take a breath in and a breath out. You're here, you're doing your yoga. Great. Breathe in, float those arms up. And as we exhale, palms of the hands drop down either side of the waist. All we're feeling into here is that openness at the front of the body as we breathe in, and then breathing out. Breathing in, openness at the front of the body. Exhale, hands coming down. This is good for our diaphragmatic breathing. So inhale, belly gets a little bit bigger, as well as the chest, the ribs, the lungs. And exhale, we draw the belly gently guys, like just gentle recruitment, nothing's harsh. We've got this pleasantness to our practice, knowing that we deserve to have this nourishing, lovely practice that we are experiencing. Inhale, open up, and exhale, we come down and take the arms back down a little bit further. So all we're doing here is lengthening into the exhale. Inhale, open up, and as we exhale, we send those arms back a little bit further. Inhale, open up, and as we exhale, let's send the arms all the way back and feel a squeezing in between your shoulder blades. Only so far as feels comfortable, as always. Exhale, drawing those shoulder blades back, no pain, no pinching or anything. Inhale, come up. Now this time, you're going to shift your weight to the left leg. Then you're going to take the right knee in towards the chest so far as feels comfortable. You're going to inhale, plant that right foot down, arms come up. Exhale, use your core muscles as you lift the right knee in. Inhale, open up. Remember with balance work, to fix your gaze, it's just helpful. And then right knee comes in. Inhale, we open up. And this time, we're going to take the right knee in, maintain our balance wherever feels comfortable, and then find some slow circles with that right big toe. Take a breath in and a breath out. Go in the opposite direction. And listen, with balance work, don't take it serious. If you're wobbling and then you come out, okay, great, just come back in and then rejoin. It's good for us to challenge our balance, isn't it? Remember, balance is a predictor of a longevity, of how long we can live our life. We need this skill, this physical skill of balance. All right, let's take that right foot down. Inhale, arms come up. And as we exhale, we're going to take the nose slightly towards the right knee. So you're going to need to round in at the spine and only go so far as feels comfortable. Inhale, open up. And as we exhale, we take that little round in, nose to knee. Inhale, we open up. Exhale, we've got nose to knee. Fabulous. Inhale, we're going to come up. And as we exhale, we're going to go into our little squat chair variation. So arms come up as we float up. As we exhale, we bend into the knees and we take the arms back into the corners of the room. Inhale, open up, squeeze into those glutes. Exhale, so your bottom muscles, relax the bottom muscles. Keep the head, neck and spine all in alignment. Inhale, open up. So when I come back, I'm not thinking, oh, I really want to stick my bottom out and lean forwards. That's completely different. What we want is, I'm in my neutral spine, I come up, and as I exhale, I bend into my knees, my tummy muscles are working, and I drop down. There we go. Breathe in, come up, squeeze into those glutes. Exhale, we come down. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, we come down. Fab. Inhale, come up. Arms go up to the sky. Exhale, just have a little shake and a sigh. Something like that's fine. Breathe in, arms come up. As we exhale, we're now going to come over, balance, take the left knee in towards the chest. Inhale, plant that left foot, arms come up. Exhale, left knee comes in. Inhale, arms float up in whatever way you want. Exhale, knee comes in. Plant this left foot down, feel the left foot connect to the earth. Then we've got our toe circles and balance, so we're strong in the glute, strong in the foot, core muscle, as in they're recruited and supporting you. Then you're going to take your slow circles, so breathe in and blow out. Breathing in. And this might be easier because it's your dominant leg, you know, the leg that you'd kick a football with. Breathe in. Not sure how many of us are kicking footballs, but you know what I mean. Alright, left leg goes down. Inhale, we open up, and then we've got a definitely very gentle, just rounding forwards as we gently take the nose towards the knee, not trying to arrive there. Inhale, open up. Then we've got our nose to knee. Inhale, open up. And we've got our nose to knee. Inhale, open up. Exhale, take your arms down. Then we're going to do those Sadhguru squats. So we're going to take our feet together, knees together. Breathe in, arms come up. And as we exhale, take the arms down, bend down, and then the arms can drift back slightly. Inhale, come up. And exhale, we drop down. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, tummy muscles helping you, supporting you. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, coming down. You can stay here, or if you want to, we can lift into the heels. So we can breathe in. As we exhale, lift the heels and come down. Inhale, heels drop on the earth, come up. Exhale, lifting the heels slightly. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, keeping the heels off the earth. Inhale, coming up. You might want a bit of a shake now. Shake the right leg, shake the left leg. Have that little bit of a jump and a dance. Okay, you're going to keep the left foot facing towards the long edge of the mat. You're going to step out a comfortable distance and turn the right foot towards the short edge of the mat. So we're setting up for like a Trikonasana warrior two here. But what you don't want to do is be bothered about which direction your hips are facing. So our acetabularums are entirely unique to us. So don't worry about, forcing the hips to face the long edge of the mat. I would say notice your feet, get everything nice and grounded, lift into those quadriceps, make sure your glutes are supporting you. Have an awareness of this section of the body, the neutral spine. All of this is more important because this is about supporting your body in this shape. Arms coming up to shoulder height. Feel the shoulder blades draw together. Then you can look over the right middle finger, right? We're going to drop into our warrior two. So take a breath in, and as we exhale, you're going to bend into that right knee. Inhale, come up. Exhale, drop down. You're looking over the right middle finger. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, coming down. We've got two more here. Inhale. Exhale. breathing in and breathing out. It's going to change this slightly, so come up, breathe in. As we exhale, the right leg stays nice and long and strong, and if you need to take a bend into the right knee, please do. Imagine you being pulled over slightly to the right. Drop the right arm down as you lift the left arm up and you look towards the left thumb as far as feels comfortable. Inhale, come up. If it's helpful, imagine that you're between two panes of glass. You're not sticking your bottom out and back, or I physically can't, but like leaning forwards. You're going slightly, I'm talking millimetres over to the right, dropping down and looking towards the left thumb with zero goal to get the hand down towards the earth. Instead, our awareness is on the feet, the quads, the glutes, the neutral spine, the openness. Take a breath in, exhale. If you're going to plant your attention and your awareness anywhere, have it in the hips and notice how this little movement changes the hips. One more. Fabulous. Relax. Have a shake out. Let's have a reset. So shake the right leg, shake the left leg. Have your little jump up and down. Maybe have your breath in and do your. It's December. We've had a whole year. We've got stuff that we're processing and getting rid of, right? Okay, now step to the other side of the mat. Right foot's facing forwards, left foot steps out. Have a nice wide open stance. Have a nice wide open stance. Feet are grounded. Quads supporting you, glutes supporting you. If you're an overworker, soften. If you're an underworker, recruit. Get to know yourself. Take your arms up to shoulder height. Shoulder blades together. We're in that neutral spine, the core supporting you here. We've got our warrior two, so we look over our left middle finger. Take a breath in. And as we exhale, just a gentle bend into the knee. Inhale, we open up, and exhale. Allow the breath to be pleasant, to be smooth and nurturing. Don't overwork, don't underwork. Finding that place between effort and ease. Fab. Into Trikonasana. So inhale, come up, we get pulled slightly over to the left. Left arm drops down and we look up towards that right thumb. Inhale, foundation strong, so your feet, your quads, your glutes, your core. And then we take our awareness into our hips. One more here, maybe if you want it. Okay, come up, just step out, don't worry about it. Shake your left leg, shake your right leg, have your little jump, have a sigh. So great for us to reset. Okay, then let's go into a little half sun salutation. So you're going to stand at the front of your mat. Take that position where you're feeling your feet, kneecaps, glutes, neutral spine, shoulders back and down. breathe in, take the arms up above the head, allow the shoulders to open, not dipping in, not sticking your bottom out, so like a back arch. No, shoulders opening, and then exhale, palms of the hands come together, drop down to the heart center. So inhale, open up and expand, maybe look up slightly. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, opening up at the shoulders and the throat. Exhale, chin to chest. Then we're going to go into our reach to rises. So inhale, arms coming up. As we exhale, immediately bending into the knees, reaching forwards and then coming down with the arms softening, head, neck and spine in alignment. Inhale, open up. Exhale, bending into the knees deeply. Inhale. So it's not a tiny bend into the knees, it's a big bend into the knees. Big bend into the knees. Inhale, we come up. And exhale, we drop down. Okay, from here, slide the hands up the thighs. I'm going to take a standing variation of cat-cow. So for standing cat-cow, the hands can sit on the thighs, forwards, outwards, or you can turn them inwards. Feet nice and grounded. Breathe in. Now take a tiny little tilt into the lumbar spine. So like sticking your bottom out a little bit. Look up. Exhale, chin to chest, rounding and back. Inhale. Open up. Exhale, rounding in and back. Inhale and exhale. A few more rounds of these with no rush. Allow there to be a real finesse into your movements. Alright, just simply coming up into standing, and then we'll work into our shoulders. So from here, just stand with your feet a comfortable distance apart. You might even want to turn your feet out slightly if that feels nice for you. You've got your arms coming up to shoulder height, and there's a sense of levity and softness to them. As you breathe in, open the right hand up, turn, and then scoop the air, the energy up, and then ground it down. Inhale, open the left arm up, scoop and ground. Breathing in, keeping the knees really soft. Focus on your breath. And then maybe try in your mind, I am content as you do the right side. My body is calm as you do the left. Alright, one more. No rush. We're not rushing. Excellent. From here, shake if you need, sigh if you need, yawn. Enjoy the yawn. These are the urges that Ayurveda speaks about. Don't stifle them. Allow them to come forwards. When you're ready, back in that Samastiti, equal-footed posture, open, strong, palms of the hands at the heart centre, not touching. Breathe in, one hand goes up to sky, holds up the clouds, the other one's down on the earth, pressing in the mud, and then swap. Inhale in one direction. Exhale as we slide and glide the hands past each other. If you feel comfortable, you can of course close your eyes here. It's up to you. We've just got one more. Take one hand on the heart centre, the other hand on the belly. Should you wish, you can close the eyes or take a soft gaze down towards the earth. Take a moment here to check in. Notice the subtle sensations of your body. Can you maybe feel your heart beating? Or perhaps there's a dryness to your mouth that's your body signalling that you are dehydrated. Perhaps there's little fizzes and gurgles of your tummy. And in this moment, there's of course an invitation for you to just find a glimmer here in this moment. Is there a moment of wonder, of awe, of gratitude, of inner calm or peace that you can just tune into and have an awareness of? It can sometimes simply be as much as you just having this time for you, of not having anything else to do or anywhere else to be, as simple as you not having anybody to please or serve. Okay, when you're ready, you're going to come down to the mat in whatever way is best for you. You're going to come down to the mat and take a sitting position. You're going to have the soles of the feet on the floor. I'm going to take this opportunity to do a little seated cat-cow. So we're going to breathe in. There's not much space here, so it's not a big movement. It's just a tiny tilt of the pelvis. Roll shoulders back and down, look up. Exhale, use the hands on the thighs. You've got loads of space to drop back. Inhale, come forwards. Exhale, rolling in and back. Inhale, coming forwards. And exhale, rolling back. Inhale, we come forwards. Exhale, rolling it back. And then from here, we want to come into a neutral position. Neutral tabletop position. So you want to take your feet to one side, come forwards, and then that simply allows you to be in your neutral tabletop position. So in your tabletop position, can you feel that you've got a little spread into the fingers if that's comfortable, a lift into the palm of the hands, a tiny little bend into the elbows, head, neck and shoulders are all in alignment. ankles and knees, and then bottom and knees in alignment. From here, we're going to start to do just some exploration of our hips. So send the right leg out, dip onto the toes, and just have a little expression of taking the weight back into the heels. So you've got that opening down the full length of the right leg. Take a breath in and exhale. From here, you're going to lift the right knee up into alignment with the right hip. Then you're going to do little pulses with the toes towards the shin. So try and not fall out of alignment. So you've got your core muscles helping, head and neck in alignment, weight evenly pressing down through the hands. And you're just going to go up and down with the right knee, up and down. Now they don't need to be big, and we don't need to do too many. So we're going to do another 3, 2, 1. You're going to drop this right knee down, reposition, realign, make sure everything's nice and even and square. Extend the left leg is going out. Take a breath in. As we exhale, gently pressing back into that left heel. Take a breath in here, maybe have a sigh out if you want to sigh, or just a breath out. From here, core muscles switched on, lift that left knee up into alignment with that left hip, toes pulled towards the shin, and we're just going to do a few little pulses of going up and down, up and down. Keep breathing. We're going to do another 3, 2, 1. Excellent. We're going back over to the other side. We're going to lift the right knee up, send it out towards the right hand side and dip it down in a circle. So the right knee goes up where we've just been, it wings out towards the side and rounds in and down. So these little circles coming in an anti-clockwise direction, really. We're going out, in and down. Okay, then we're going to reverse that. So we're going to go down, up, out and in. So this is much smaller. The circle can't be as big, but we can still do a tiny circle. Excellent. Take this right knee down, spread into the knees, take the toes together, and we're going to reset in wide-legged child's pose before we do the other side. So you've got the knees a little bit wider, maybe toes are touching, maybe they're not. You drop down, you come onto the forearms, you can stack the wrists and drop the head on top of the wrists, or you could have stacked fists as well. It's up to you. We're just having a sweet little time out here. When you're here, allow your breath to be natural and easy. Amazing. Maybe we'll take 3 breaths all together. Take a breath in and a breath out. Breathing in and breathing out. One more, breathing in and breathing out. From here, you're going to push yourself back up into that neutral position. And we're going to do exactly the same on this side. So we've got our hands, little bend into the elbows, head, neck, shoulders in that neutral spine cores working. We go up with the left knee, out, rounding and down, up, out, rounding and down. Keep that breath nice and easy, supporting you. Okay, now they're not going to be as big, but we're going to do circles in the opposite direction. All right, amazing. From here, we're going to reset with some cat-cows. So we're just doing traditional cat-cows. So breathe in, start at the pelvis. Looking forwards, exhale, chin to chest, rounding in and back. Nice and gentle. Alright, from here, you're going to take your ankles just to one side, if this is a comfortable transition of course, and then come into a sitting position. We're coming down into lying, so we won't waste the opportunity to have a little bit of core strengthening. So you're going to roll your shoulders back and down, switch your stomach muscles on, take a breath in, and as you exhale, start to slide. You point your toes if you like. Start to slide the hands back as you really squeeze into the core muscles. As you come back, keep squeezing into your tummy muscles, squeezing into the tummy muscles. Keep squeezing, keep squeezing, keep squeezing. Keep squeezing even when half of the spine is on the floor. Keep squeezing, keep squeezing, keep squeezing, keep squeezing. And then as I say, marshmallow, jellyfish, allow your whole body to take a moment to just spread down onto the earth. Maybe waggling those toes from left to right, shoulders away from ears. Excellent stuff. From here, slide the soles of the feet onto the earth, and we're going to come into our bridge pose. So we've got the hands, the shoulder blades are slightly together, if that's a useful prompt for you. The hands are down, and maybe you can stroke the ankles with your middle fingers. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe they're further away. It's fine. Have your feet hip distance apart. So look down and think, are they hip distance apart? Fabulous. You're going to press into the feet, then let that go to get used to it. Pressing into the feet, then let that go. Press into those feet, let that go. As you press into your feet now, you're going to squeeze into your inner thighs, like you've got a ball there that you don't want to pop and drop, and let that go. So we've got feet, inner thighs, then let that go. Feet, inner thighs, then let that go. Then we're going to squeeze into the glutes as the pelvis lifts up. So we're pressing into the feet, the inner thighs, we lift the pelvis up and we start to squeeze into the glutes, squeeze into the glutes, squeeze into the glutes. Once we're up, we take a breath in, and as we exhale, we're going to come down from the top of the spine, and we're just going to roll each part of the spine down a little bit by a little bit by a little bit. And you've still got your glutes supporting, your legs supporting, your feet supporting you. And when the spine's down, allow the glutes to soften, legs to soften, feet to soften. Take a breath in, have a sigh out. From here, press into the feet, squeeze into the inner thighs, squeeze into the glutes as you lift up. And then have a breath out, breath in, and then when you're exhaling, roll down a little bit of the spine, just a bit by a bit by a bit, as you journey the spine down. Take a breath in, have a sigh out. We go for a final round, press into the feet, the inner thighs, squeezing into the glutes as we journey up. And then as we come down on the next exhale, it's the top of the spine that's slowly being supported as we roll down that little bit, by that little bit, by that little bit, by that little bit. And there you go, you're down. Send the ankles just that little bit further away from the bottom. Extend the right leg up into the air and keep a soft bend in the knee. We're not trying to overextend into the hamstring or anything. Take a few circles with that right toe in one direction and another direction. So I'll say that again. You don't need to straighten into this right leg. Nope, just keep a soft bend. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, tap right ankle to left knee. Breathe in and open, and breathe out, tap. So this isn't, for me, about the back of your leg. I'm thinking more about your hip. So as you tap the right ankle on the left knee, open that right knee out away from you, only so far as feels comfortable. So we just lengthen a little bit, and then when the right ankle's on the left knee goes away from you. Dead gentle. Don't force anything, as always. You know that I'm always telling you there's no benefit. You're not gonna open your hip with this one session of yoga by forcing it into a range of motion that it's just not comfortable with. We have a yoga practice, which is a commitment, isn't it? And we meet the body where it is. We honour and nurture the body. And I really find with the hips that they respond best to a real sense of TLC. Whereas often, I feel like people are trying to force their hips to do things that they don't want to do. Right leg goes down. So with this in mind, we've got a space between right foot and bottom. Left leg opens up. There's no need to straighten into it. Instead, we're getting used to tapping left ankle on right knee. Inhale. And exhale. Just do a few rounds of that first. And then we're going to start to open into the hip. So left ankle comes to right knee, and then we send that left knee away from us and wing it out only so far as feels comfortable. So left ankle, right knee, it wings out and open, nice and gentle. Pay attention. Is your mind leading this part of the practice? Like forcing that left knee to go out. Doesn't need to. It's just gentle external rotation of your hip. Amazing. One more. Fabulous. Then you take knees to chest, bottom part of the spine nice and grounded on the earth, and then have a little roll from left to right. Okay, we're going to take hold of the knees. You're nearly finished. You've got a good firm, steady grip of the knees, and you're just trying to find some gentle circles with the hips. Perhaps the knees going in different directions. Honour the sensations and go in the opposite direction. Amazing. Okay, take any intuitive movements that you feel that you need to finish up, and when you're ready, you're going to slide down into your final shape, which is of course Shavasana. So treat yourself, get yourself nice and comfortable and cozy. Take everything that you need as you welcome yourself into this final part of our practice today. Shavasana. As always, teaching us that there is a time to work and there's a time to rest. And no, it doesn't mean employment. Shavasana refers to the two sides of our nervous system, our ability to be in a good and a bad stress side of the nervous system. And then the other side, our ability to be, to rest and digest. So know now that this is the final part of your practice. Allow your whole body to soften down into the earth. Take the time to be aware of any unconscious holding. Soften into that space between the eyebrows. Give your eyeballs permission to find a position of ease and comfort. And that does take some exploration. Maybe separate the teeth and move the jaw from left to right a couple of times. And say to yourself in your mind, right, fair enough, I give myself permission to rest now. I give myself permission to rest. Be aware of your breath, of course, but know now that you don't need to change or alter your breath. You're simply just observing and noticing. In this part of your practice, it's just you, your body and your breath. So let go. Let go of everything just for now. Just for now. Be really conscious and be aware of how you have softened, strengthened and stabilized your body, your breath, and therefore your mind with this yoga practice today. So notice what's arrived. What's arrived with this practice of yoga today? Maybe taking a slightly deeper breath in and having a sigh out should you wish. Have a little roll onto one side and allow things to flop and drop, it's okay. Pause and gather. And know as always that this practice has changed things at a cellular level. From a cellular level, we've changed the alchemy of your body. We've introduced this idea of glimmers. And perhaps now we'll move through the world with an awareness of glimmers, the ability to observe and perceive such moments. And you do your own experiment, you explore and notice, how does it feel for you to be aware of glimmers? Is it helpful? Is it supportive? This is the science of yoga. We test the hypothesis, we use the tools, we explore and experiment, and as always, we be discerning. Whenever you're ready, you can join me in a sitting position, easy sitting position, wherever feels comfortable for you. And we could close our practice altogether today, should you wish. You could take one hand onto the heart centre, the other hand on top. We can maybe bow the head, close the eyes, or gaze towards the tip of the nose. And together we send some blessings out into planet Earth, because we know planet Earth needs this good energy, this intentional mentality of cultivating peace. We of course wish for peace and love and light and truth, strength, safety and security, food and shelter. And listen, for yourself, yeah, sure. For your loved ones, absolutely. But when we practice yoga, I wonder if you agree with me, there's this innate sense of knowing, this innate knowing that there's enough for all beings everywhere. And what we wish for is endless peace on this planet. And know that us coming into these practices to cultivate our own sense of inner peace means that we are doing our bit. We're doing our bit to promote peace on this planet. And of course, the word that sums all of this up is Shanti. So thank you for coming as always, and Shanti.